I'm not dead. It's been a while, hasn't it? I know I keep saying it, but every time I say I'm gonna do another stream soon, and then I disappear for a month. I am sorry about that. But I am finally out of Final Fantasy XIV Purgatory. I've finished the main campaign of that, so I've got time to play other video games now. And I'm using that time to immediately launch straight into something that's very similar to Final Fantasy XIV. So this is Rabbit and Steel, which I came across a couple of days ago, which, as I understand it, it's a roguelite game that's imitating the style of the sort of Final Fantasy or other MMO style dodge the danger puzzle type boss fights, but you then don't have to spend several weeks trying to grind up to appropriate power level before you can participate. So, like I said, I only came across this a few days ago myself, and I thought it looked cool, and I had a bit of time this evening, so I figured why not try streaming it. So let's see how this goes. So, where are we going? I'm going to start with just an offline run for the moment. Actually, let me just see, does it have microphone options on here, or is it just... I don't think it's got voice chat, that's a useful thing to know. Was it name changes? Is there a name change on here? I don't... It said name change, but I don't see where any of that is. Okay, anyways. But yeah, I'm going to start with offline, I think. Just do it solo to begin with, and then maybe, assuming I want to do so on stream, I can start doing some multiplayer stuff, or maybe I'll just keep doing the solo stuff today and save the multiplayer stuff for later. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so difficulty, normal, yep, that's probably where we're going to go. Plan route, I've only got two options here, the Scholar's Nest or the Emerald Lakeside. Let's start with you, I think. This did have a demo, I believe, at one point. Well, it's still got a demo, but I went straight to buying the game rather than playing the demo because it was only like £11. But yeah. Start run isn't button, it's only prepare is the bit on here. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Oh, and here's the story. Long ago, there was a small rabbit who was very lonely. She wept long into the night, staring deep into the full moon and starry sky. Crying to the full moon, she wailed, "Dearest moon, how could one like I have as many bright, shining friends as you?" To her surprise, the moon replied, "Little one, if you are alone in this world, then allow me to be your friend. Tell me of your troubles, and I shall listen." The two shared secrets until the sun rose and the moon had to depart. That rabbit vowed to make a new kingdom where the lonely would find solace. And over many decades, her dream would be realized. This is how the Moonlit Kingdom was founded. Or so the tale goes. Oh. Well, I'm the only one joining, so I guess I'm joining. Alright, what we got? We've got classes. Wizard, Assassin, Heavy Blade, Dancer, or Druid. Let's have a look. Alright, or I can pick random. I'm running mouse and keyboard at the moment. I don't know whether or not that's going to prove easier or more difficult than doing it with a controller, but I've got my Steam controller to hand just over in the corner of the room, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so Wizard is the standard mage character, so we've got primary that deals 200 damage, small radius near the target. We've got one that's 120 damage in a moderate radius near the target, so that's an AoE, and charges my special. Astral Special deals 280 damage in large ranges around the target. Okay, so these seem to mostly just be sort of general, sort of projection explosive attacks. The defensive erases projectiles around you, grants brief invulnerability, and places down a magic field that lasts 7 seconds. Standing it gains haste. And there's charged attacks that deal 1.5 times damage. Okay. Alright, that's a possibility. Assassin. Assassin's probably going to be a more close range one than the range stuff of wizard. So 100 damage twice in front of you. Secondary is a ranged attack. The secondary does more damage than the primary does, looking at it there. That's 150 damage there compared to... oh no, it's 100 damage twice is the primary, so yeah, primary still does more there. Special deals 250 damage when in front of you, but it's more if you do it from behind, so positionals are important there. And your defensive is vanishing. And invulnerability and movement speed. Okay, alright. Heavy Blade. Full Moon is an AoE located on me. Secondary is damage in a line in front of you. Okay. Spinning Leap. Leaps towards the target opponent with Spinning Slash. Maximum 2 uses, okay. And the defensive is a field where allies don't take damage and erases some projectiles. Okay. I'm saying okay a lot here, is that? Yeah, read through this. Dancer. 60 damage twice to your left and right. Ooh. Secondary does damage twice in a radius around target enemy. And charges. Okay, so primary and secondary are charging each other, whatever the charges represent here. Ah, I see, that's what charge at the bottom was. That's how I trigger that, okay. So that's like a stack of that ability, a stack on top of those abilities that I then consume when I'm attacking, I presume. Special is 350 damage in a very large radius around. And then the defensive gives allies War Cry for 5 seconds. Possibility limited to left and right on that thing. Well, I suppose it's probably a close range thing, but possibility. And then Druid. Primary is just a standard attack. Secondary is damage over time. Okay. Summon Spirit. Summons an ethereal ally that fires at your target 4 times over 12 seconds. Ooh, that's interesting, I suppose. Nature's Blessing grants Flutter Step, movement speed and intent mobility. Right, so they all sound relatively straightforward to pick up. Back when I was playing, well, I say back when like I've stopped. I say like I've stopped, like I haven't actually been playing other stuff for the last couple of weeks compared to Final Fantasy, but when I was doing Final Fantasy I was playing Bard. We don't have an Archer type in here just yet. I think I'm going to try starting with Wizard first. See how that plays out, and then I can go from there. So that's just some highs and lows. Or I could do random and deal with whatever I get, but let's try starting with Wizard first. Oh, I get to pick colours, okay. Which of these looks best? I like that one, that's neat. And in there, you're not getting my Final Fantasy character username on here, I'm afraid, sorry. Oh, we got a training. I can move with the mouse. Ugh. I wasn't expecting that. I can actually move with the arrow keys as well. I thought it was WASD for some reason. Alright, let's see. Alright. So I can do that. I can hold down as well, I don't need to keep pressing it repeatedly. And then that has a cooldown on it, so I've got to wait a while before I can use that a second time. Alright. Now I've got an inventory that has nothing in it at the moment. Alright, remind me of this. So that's 200 damage in a small radius. That's 120 in a moderate radius. But that charges the special, potentially. So, and that one takes slightly longer to fire than that one. Well, I don't have a calculator in front of me, so I can work out which of these is the best bet immediately. But that one's probably best used just before using the special at the very least. Still trying to decide which of mouse and keyboard or WS arrow keys is best. Alright. I see those little buff markers, that's a thing. So this is giving me a DPS rate now on there. So I'm getting maybe around 170-ish, give or take a bit on that attack. If I use this one, what does that look like? That's somewhere around 160. So I probably want to be mostly using my primary, except when I'm just about to use my special, at which point I use my secondary and then I charge my special and then I use my special. Right, remind me what the defensive does. Increases projectiles, enemy invulnerability, and a magic field that gives haste, which was just increased movement. Oh no, it's not increased movement, it's increased global cooldown actions by 20%. So popping that and then just staying in the spot makes it a little easier to shoot things. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I can't move when I'm casting though, so I've got to be conscious of that. I'm locked on, apparently. Alright. Okay, you know, let's give arrow keys a go first, rather than trying with the mouse to see how that plays out, and then I'll try for the mouse and keyboard in the subsequent one. Here we go. A few months ago, all contact with the Moonlit Kingdom was lost. Reports indicate that the city's denizens attack outsiders on sight. Oh, here we go. And there's the danger puddles. Fire that. So if you haven't done any of these MMOs before, basically you get indicators saying that there's an attack about to be in a certain spot and you want to be not there, essentially. And the simplest ones are the ones you see just there that are just a circle. But then you get ones that are lines, or things that are moving, or things will push and pull you, or give certain effects. So there's a lot of things to keep in mind amongst that lot. So you want to be gradually learning what the bosses do and what they're about to do, looking at their tells. And generally don't be in the way when they're about to murder you, because you will not survive that incredibly long. So it doesn't matter where I'm on. Onward and treasure mean the same thing. Alright, what are you? Alright, what do we get? A Bolt Staff, Mimic Rabbit Foot, or a Divine Mirror. So 150 damage to all enemies when you use your special. Possibly useful. Makes you significantly luckier, not a real rabbit's foot. I should hope not, considering the characters in this game. Or every time you use an ability, deal 500 damage to all enemies. Every 10 times you use an ability. I think I'm going to go with you. Alright, well I tried the arrow keys on the previous battle. Let's try with the mouse and keyboard now. Investigative expeditions are repelled or go missing. This includes an attempt by the legendary hero rabbit Shira, who has vanished. Oh, now we've got things moving. So my box is just the dot. Okay, that's useful to know. Yeah, I think I am liable to be using the arrow keys for this, I think. Trying to move my mouse all the way across the screen, because I can't just place it. It gets to a little certain point and then it stops moving forward. So I can't just swing to a location and go from there. So I need to be moving the mouse more than I would appreciate on this. So I think I'm just going to use the arrow keys for this at the moment. Maybe in the next run I'll try using the controller, assuming I can hot swap that without breaking the stream. A colossal white tower now manifests in the city's center each night, stretching skyward towards the stars. Oh. Yeah, that's the other thing they can do, where they can push you back and do things. Usually, if you're getting knocked back, it'll push you into something that is not fun. So, you want to be close when they knock you back, far away when they pull you, unless there is a reason to be otherwise. Alright, what's in you? This is mostly just tutorial stuff at the moment, but I'm sure there'll be more stuff in this. Ooh. Armor for this one. All my cooldowns are reduced by 3 seconds. If you use your defensive, this effect ends until the end of battle. Most of my cooldowns are already less than 3 seconds. Movement speed is significantly reduced, will shield you from damage every 60 seconds. Starts battle on a 15-second cooldown, I'm not sure about that one. All my secondary inflicts burn. Deals damage upon wearing off equal to the damage of the hit that applied burn, so 5 seconds later they took more damage. I'm going to go with that, see how that plays out. Alright, so it's not my global cooldowns that are a thing, but it means I'm basically chaining these now, so I do primary, secondary, special. Alright, remember what my other weapon did? 150 damage to all enemies when I use my special. Now that I'm using that more frequently, that's useful. My cooldown was probably high enough that I wouldn't be able to do that chain previously, but now I can just fire each of them sequentially. And by the time I've gotten through the loop again, my special is ready to fire. Alright. Something must be done. Your mission is to investigate these happenings, find Shira, and resolve the issue if possible. You're not a rabbit, you're a cat. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes there's that's a thing rather than... So we've got some line attacks, and we've also got be in the circle rather than don't be in the circle. So it's not always immediately obvious which is which, but you learn to recognize that the different indicators mean different things. May you be sharp of ear and swift of foot. Nino, head of the Cottontail Guild. I think I've targeted one of... Yeah, I've targeted one of you now. I don't know how I switch targets. Alright, there's one. And that's you. And that's the second one gone. I see, shift was change target or space to select closest, I think. I saw those just in time before they disappeared. So right, we've done the tutorial now. Now we're actually into the Scholar's Nest thing that I selected, okay. Hello. Oh, you have a shop. Do I have any coins? How many coins do I have? 35. And, level up, what does level do? Increases my damage. Restores health. I can upgrade my abilities as well, okay. So that deals slightly more damage, no longer slows movement when used. Ooh, that's handy. Science blast increased. No longer deals damage, but supercharges the special. Interesting. Cooldown is much longer, but deals more damage. If I was combining those two, maybe. But offensive. When standing in the field, gain vanish. I don't know if I'm making use of the haste ability on it, then or does that remove haste on that one? Okay. That's a possibility. So that's 2 times damage when used, yeah. Yeah. So that's currently 280. So losing... Yeah, it would be more efficient to get that, I think. Just don't talk through. Well, you look sane. I don't see many rabbits around here. Another investigation from outside? I'm not sure what business you have here in the Moonlit Kingdom, but you picked a poor time to accomplish it. If you're trying to go in further, it's not going to be easy. Well. I gotta do what I gotta do. Oh, chat log. Okay. Oh, and they give the expressions as well on the log as well, that's neat. Alright, let's go for you. So now I definitely only want to use that just before using special, but I can still combo, do the full sequence combo if I wanted. That one might have been useful as well, but I picked it now, so it is what it is. Alright, time for battle. I need to put my fingers for the right keys for this rather than... Oh, gravity. Blech. So yeah, so what I like about this is that you've got a whole bunch of different mechanics of things going on. At least there's no cast time on my supercharged thing now. There we go, alright. Oh no, there is a cooldown on it, okay. I'm trying to figure out where I want my eyes, if I'm looking at the cooldown bars at the bottom, or if I try and look them next to my character, or if I'm focusing on the explosions somewhere. That's the other thing with these sort of scapes, you've got to keep an eye on everything that's looking around. Oh, that's new. Okay, that's not good. That locks me to just up or down movement, okay. Oh, that does a hit. Oh, I'm losing track of my combo. Yeah. A movement lock thing like that isn't something I've seen in Final Fantasy yet. It might be there somewhere, or at least that sort of up-down thing. yeah, what else have I been up to? So yes, I've been playing through Final Fantasy, finished Endwalker, recently finished the Endwalker post-game. I've seen that in the trailer. She's gonna yank me in a moment there, like that. And now I'm in the circle. So I want to be ready to deal with that. Always immediately obvious where those are. What's it saying? Oh, okay. Okay. I messed that up a little bit, but okay. This is what I get for trying to talk and play at the same time. Yeah, no, I'll finish this battle before I try and monologue. I took a hit there. Probably don't want to be up top for some of this, to be honest. As the enemy attacks come up from up there. My cooldown is longer than it used to be. Just cheat and clear out the targets that way. This person is level 16 apparently. Okay. Oh, I see. That's how it's supposed to be done. Got you. I am dangerously low on health though, so that's not good. I got one heart back from that, and there's a chest coming up next. So has my cooldown gone back up there or something? No, still what it should be. Let's just try the sequence there. Yeah. Yeah, should be able to just chain that on this. Maybe because I was hitting stuff that was messing with the timers. Moving doesn't affect it, so okay there. I don't need to stop moving before I press the buttons. But there's a bit of a delay on it, seems like, where if the enemy moves when I cast my thing, they might not be in the circle. Alright, well it's all learning stuff, that's useful. Well yes, so yeah, I finished up Final Fantasy 14, did Endwalker, did the post-game for Endwalker, so I'm all set for Dawn Trail in, it's like a little over a month that comes out now. And then with the last few days I picked up a game by the name of Animal Well. That sort of a Metroidvania type puzzle game. So I've been enjoying that a lot last few days, actually getting some use on the Steam Deck out of it. Every 8 seconds your special will reset its cooldown instantly and charge it. I don't think I need that. Your max HP is increased by 1, all abilities and loots. Hitboxes are 30% larger. Your max HP is increased by 1, ability or loot effects that temporarily slow your movement no longer affect you. Well, I don't think I need that. I feel like I'm doing okay, so I don't think I need that. One of my attacks does temporarily slow my movement. I'm gonna see how that works. Alright, how does that feel? Yes, there we go. Now I just keep gliding as I make my attacks. And I can hold down the button in advance if I want to for that. But yeah, so I've been playing through Animal Well the last few days. That's good fun, that. I'm like over 10 hours in and it's still surprising me with new stuff that I'm finding in there. It's very much sort of hidden in plain sight type game where the game eventually teaches you how to do things, and then you've seen that there's like a million opportunities to use this that you've just walked right past previously because you had no idea what was or wasn't important in the room. Okay, boss time. Now I might need to focus students. Okay, another student. Oh. So I've got gravity stuff going on here. That's coming, so I'm going to want to get out of that way. Okay, unbind, please. Thank you. Okay, now I've got to teleport, so I want to be making ready to do that first. And there we go. This time those are first. And now I teleport through there. I've learned from the previous one. Oh, that's not good. And of course trying to maintain an attack rotation whilst also dodging the attacks is taxing on the brain. So you'll see that I'm trying to talk and then losing my train of thought simultaneously. So this is harder because I'm streaming it, definitely. Come on, teleport me up. There we go. And there we go, and another teleport. And a special. Losing my rotation several times, certainly here, but as long as I keep doing at least some damage, I'm not on so high a difficulty that I need to be perfectly optimal. Yeah, okay. Oh, I got lucky there. Oh, what are you? Okay, now you're a crow, okay. Stars. Okay, those probably mean something in those directions. Those symbols probably mean something, but I don't have time to figure out what they necessarily indicate. Oh, time stop. Okay. Okay, that's not good. Okay. Okay, there we go. Figured that one out. There's still a lot of health left on this guy. Probably still don't want to be up high for a lot of this. And then this is harder for the melee classes because they have to be in range of the guy. Alright, so 3 down, tight circle, teleport into the middle. Oh, okay, that's not quite it, but okay. Oh, was that a circle? Oh, that's new. Circle's following me. And I believe if we're playing co-op, you'll somehow have mechanics that relate to one another that you have to coordinate. But if you're playing solo, just replace them with bullet hell type things. 3 down and a circle in the middle. Big teleport to the right, and then another 3 down. Okay. Oh, okay. I might not have this. I'm taking a lot of hits. I've only got one hit left, and then I'm dead, and I've got... Alright, 2 big circles. Teleport to the right, and 3 down. Okay. And then 2 there. Alright. Oh, what? What? Where was that last one then? Phew. Okay, well, I'm getting a feel for it, at least. It's certainly not easy, or even on normal difficulty, and like I said, streaming it makes it slightly more challenging as well, so... But such is the way of these types of things. You've got to learn what the patterns are, and essentially you want to know where you want to be before it becomes a problem. But yeah, as I was saying, I believe when you've got multiple players on, you've got mechanics like you need to spread out so you're not overlapping your damage circles, because then you'll die, or you all need to cluster together to share damage on an attack, or try and pair up or split, or at least I assume that's the kind of things that exist based on my experience in Final Fantasy, and I've seen a couple of similar things on the trailers, but that doesn't teach you everything on there. So... Well, that was the first run, and it went acceptably, but not great anyways. Before I do that, let's try with the... I probably didn't need to go all the way back to title, but let's just fish the Steam Deck out, give it a go on the controller for this time around. See how that plays out. Ba-dung. Alright, please don't go messing with big picture, please just work. There we go, alright. Keybinds. We can move around. LB and RB are targets. Primary is X, secondary is A, special is B, defensive is Y. That's interesting set, but okay. There is a chat log, there's no voice chat, apparently. Alright, okay, let's give that a go, see how that plays out, see if not needing to use keyboard and mouse is any easier or harder. So I could, for this, pick the Emerald Lake side to go to first, but I think I'm going to stick with this one first just to do another run without see if, now that I know some of the mechanics a bit better, I'm any better. And I'll still keep it offline for the moment. If I put it on Q difficulty, I can choose all of them. King's Arsenal, Red Dark House, Church Mouse Streets, or Random. But normal, I've got to pick one of these two first. Alright, let's give it a go, shall we? Alright. Do I want to stick with the same class for the moment? Yeah, let's stick with it for the moment, and then I will come back and I'll try another one on the next run if I feel so inclined. Name is probably... you know. Oh, I see. You can split screen on the same device, so I'm typing that with the keyboard now, and it's giving the opportunity the keyboard to join as a second player. That's interesting. I can't hold down on the thing to move multiple letters, of course, unfortunately, so that's not great. But it is what it is. Ooh. Oh, these are new. What are trinkets? Flute ball, a fluffy ball of cotton, soft to the touch and floats on the wind, will get ruffled if you take damage. I can select Oh, that's cute. I like that. I don't need to be standing on the trinkets thing to make it do that, though. Can I remove you? Oh no, I want nothing if I want to do that. Alright, what is map and difficulty? I need to be close to do the L2 trigger. Ah, okay, so I can pick those from here if I want to. Story events. And then higher difficulties as well. I can still change it now, okay. Alright, well let's, like I said, stick with what I've got for the moment. So it's primary there, secondary there, special. Alright, so ordinarily for this, probably 1, 2, secondary, special, 1, 2, secondary, special. If it wouldn't just keep resetting. Okay, I see. So it's possibly even 3 per or at least I want to wait until it says ready and then start charging my secondary and fire that. Alright, okay, I can work with that. Whether or not it's optimal, I don't know, but and then my secondary is there. I need to make a point of looking at the cooldowns next to my character rather than trying to look at the bottom of the screen. Because I keep trying to focus at the bottom and then I'm not looking at the stuff where the bullets are moving, which is not great. Alright. Don't have to deal with the tutorial stuff a second time at least. It's only my primary attack that slows me down when I yeah, only my primary attack slows me down when I'm casting it, not all of them at least. Ooh, level up. The leveling improves my stuff as well, slightly. Alright. Chest. Oh no, this would be the tutorial, yes. Gotta go through this one just to start up at least. Brief speed boost when your secondary is used. Every 3 seconds fires a projectile at your targeted enemy that deals 70 damage, that might be handled. Or your secondary inflicts bleed. Let's see. It's either going to be the pigeon bow or the vampiric dagger, I think, is what I want. So 70 damage every 3 seconds, or extra damage from abilities for 20 seconds. I think I'm going to go for the pigeon bow, I reckon. See how that plays out. Another fight. Stop looking at the bottom bar crossbow. Come on, there we go. There we go. Alright, starting to get a bit more of a feel for the muscle memory on the movements. Steam controller's making my wrist and my thumb muscles a little bit uncomfortable, so maybe I'll switch back in another round, see how the next round goes without again. We'll see, we'll see. Alright. 20% more damage breaks if you take damage 3 times. I mean, I suppose if I wanted to configure the Steam controller, I could not be using the ABXY buttons and use something else on there if I wanted to, but I don't know. 20% more damage breaks if you take damage 3 times. That's probably not going to be worth it. Movement speed significantly reduced. You do damage every 60 seconds. All your abilities and loot deal 25% more damage if you use your defense to the effect ends until the end of battle. I think I'm going to go with that one because I haven't been using my defensive a whole lot. See how that plays out. I only need to use it occasionally. See there how they moved that one. Oh, okay, that's new. That's not what the tutorial did previously. I need to be ready for those knockbacks. I see, so it's indicating where the projectiles go at least, rather than just going straight into the damage circle and dying. Level 5 now. Alright, into the castle, and there should be a shop first. Oh, well hello, you're new. A rabbit in the library? What business do you have here? Did you come in from the streets? An ally of those mice, perhaps? We crows too used to be like you. We'd flock around, mindlessly collecting shiny baubles, eating sunflower seeds, and chatting whilst watching the sunset. Pitiful existence. But we have since been enlightened. We have been blessed by the voices of the stars themselves. They call to us at night and give us untold wisdom, though their insights would be beyond a mere rabbit like you. Through their teachings we shall be elevated, and from the skies we shall guide the world. We shall study and learn, so that you might continue your humble existence. And off she goes. Alright, so I could full heal, or I could level up, or well, one stage of potions, or what does it do? Primary, that's just granting War Cry for 30 seconds, that's handy. Deals more damage, now has 3 uses and a cooldown of 8 seconds, deals 31, and 30% more damage if the enemy is facing away from you. Not sure. 280 damage in the last range. Chance of resetting is higher. It's already throwing me off trying to keep an eye on that in the first place. Using my defenses gain rabbit luck. Temporarily become extremely lucky. I don't know what that does yet. I'm guessing it's probably like maybe sometimes you won't take damage from things. Or just spontaneously get health back or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, I think I'm going to go for you. Alright. Now, and we're actually into the sequence. See how this goes. And that's reset, so I want to buy those. Oh, that's... Alright, so I'm just following the path around at the moment. Whilst also not getting pulled into the center. There we go. You can tell when I'm focusing on something because I'll try and do a sentence and then I'll stop about halfway through and I'll have to try several times before I can figure out the right word. But my ball of fluff is looking a bit upset. Oh no. That's sad. Poor guy. Okay, that's you. So it's noticeable that it's not the same attacks every time from them. There. They are mixing it up periodically. Ow! Dead. Alright. Now if I could level up please and maybe get some health back through that. As a level up, it did not give me any extra health back. Okay, alright, alright. Still getting a feel for it. There we go, got to keep an eye on the timers so I know which is the right sequence to go for. And in and boom. Alright, what's the next one? Symbols. Okay. So I want to be here. And in the middle. There we go. Haven't got the muscle memory on the rotation down just yet. And that's safe. If I recall, I took some hits on. What do you mean your intellect fails you? I'm working on it. And there, and through it goes. There we go. You got to pick out just the right spot to stand, and the right spot to stand is not always where the safe spot is right now. And there we go, through the roof. There we go. I'm improving slightly, but it is at the cost of my stream quality, I think, that I'm getting part way. Oh, speaking of stream quality, I did also upgrade to full fibre internet within the last month or two as well. So I've got proper... Well, I say gigabit, but it's like 900 megabits. And I say 900 megabits because I can't actually use all 900 megabits of it at the moment, because turns out Wi-Fi has limits on it. Well, I mean, I always knew Wi-Fi had a limit on it. Standard 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi can get maybe 150 megabits, if I'm lucky. The Wi-Fi 5G, 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi that I've got on this router, I can get up to 500 gigabits if I'm in a good environment. On my PC it's closer to 250. And the power line that I was used to be using, I can only get 100 megabits, despite it claiming that it's a gigabit relay, but just the copper lines, the phone line, the power sockets don't really conduct that well, so I'm currently thinking on whether or not I want to try and run Ethernet cables from the entrance hall to my computer and my Xbox, or if I spend a couple £100 on a 6 gigahertz Wi-Fi router, but then you're still relying on signal strength there, so I don't know yet, but it's still cheaper than what I was paying for Sky. Alright, what we got in this? Deal 5% more damage, buffs you place last 50% longer. Every 10 seconds fires a projectile at target and enemy that deals 200 damage. Cooldown instantly resets when you gain a buff. That's not bad. Or every 12 seconds fires a projectile at your target enemy that does 300 damage. Cooldown instantly resets when a percentage chance succeeds. Oh, that one might be good, because I'm getting a whole bunch of resets on my special periodically. Yeah, I'm going to go with you. So I've got 2 bows shooting things now. Now I'm going to have to deal with the boss, aren't I? Can I successfully do it this time? Probably not, but let's have a go anyway. Do I get dialogue from you again, or do we go straight in? Nope, okay, we're going. Alright. Again, I'm going suspiciously silent because I need to focus on this. Can't even talk because I'm trying to deal with that. Okay, this is into. There we go. That's going to be the first one, isn't it? Yes, and then through we go. My attack rotation is suffering for this, but oh, that's not where I want to be. There we go. As long as I can survive. Ooh, I've done a lot more damage this time rather than previously. Oh no, second form, and now she's got more health. I assume it's a she. Probably most of the characters in this is she. Yeah, given the stream title, I may have overestimated the number of rabbits in this game so far. Alright. 2 to the left and right. 3 at the top. And then a bubble. And a circle there. I can dodge all of these by being about there. Or not. Okay. There we go. Dodged him. Now he's down to... She's down to... down to 3rd health now. We're about to get the big attack. If I can survive this one, 3 and down, bubble in the middle, and then a pull to the left. And there we go. Oh yeah, now they start exploding out from me. I remember this mechanic. Yeah, I didn't want to use my primary there because that would very much slow me down to the point. And got up! Book of Insights, Crow Feather, and Hard difficulty. Okay. Oh. Okay, well I missed some of that, but okay. King's Arsenal. Was there anything in the logs that I would have missed there? No. Okay. Hey! You look familiar. You're alone? Rabbits always seem to have friends with them. We wolves used to be all chummy as well. We had our pack, the Lunar Fangs, and our old leader, Meran. We'd hang around the arsenal and made sure everyone knew what was up. And then I started having thoughts, you know? Maybe Meran shouldn't be the leader, you know? And it turns out everyone else in the pack was thinking the same thing. So we were in agreement. Though, not so much about who should be the new leader. So we all fought for a bit. And when Meran found out we were scheming, she put us all in right order. I guess we're still fighting about it. Every night at the arsenal. Us wolves. If you're not at the head of the pack, you're no one. Anyway, I have to go practice. We're fighting again tonight. When we next meet, I'll be leader of the Lunar Fangs for sure. So something is going on that's messing with the heads of everyone in this town. But not entirely clear what is doing this yet. So I could heal or I could level up. I don't think I'm too worried about those. And well, buy other stuff first and then maybe get full heal with it. So what do these do? Slightly more damage, no longer slows when used. Size of blast is increased. Do I lose my orange thing on it? Yeah, I lose Warcry if I apply that though. Okay. Deals more damage, now has 3 uses. So one was shown before previously. Chance of resetting is higher. Standing in the field, gain, vanish. Okay, so these are all the same ones as before, except for that, which is now changed on my primary. This is not going to be handy if I'm solo, because the enemy's always going to be facing me. And it also increases my recast time. So I'm not sold about that. Chance of resetting's higher. I'm not sure if I want to buy any of them right now, to be honest. What do these do? Deals a bunch of damage. The knives fight. Special and defenses are reduced by a while. Vulnerability lasts longer. I'm going to assume these go into an inventory that I can... excuse me. Choose which I use first. On it. But, I'm not feeling it. Tell you what, I'll restore some health. I'll do a level up or two just to boost my damage slightly in general. And I'll call it that to begin with. Now we're going to be fighting some wolves, presumably. There you go. Alright. Oh, that's new. Okay. What's going on with my movement here? Am I? I seem to be only able to move in individual jumps. That's probably a debuff that's throwing me off a little bit. Yeah, I can move now. There was a debuff there that was limiting my movement in some way. That was disconcerting. Threw me right off there, but at least I managed to survive. Alright, where are we going to now? That's new. Oh, that's very new. Okay, I'm stuck in a box with red now, apparently. Probably mechanics here. If I was doing co-op, you'd probably need to have people on both sides or something like that, I'd wager. Alright. Still, they're nearly gone. Mostly straightforward. Oh! The other one died first, just by me shooting the red one. Okay. Well, if it works, it works. I did take a hit in there. But now I'm getting a bit of a feel for it now. Oh. Ah yes, now we've got cleave attacks. That's another thing that exists. I'm gonna watch out for those. Oh, okay, that's... Okay, fair play, that threw me. I didn't catch that mechanic fast enough. Ah, okay. Yes, this is me after I was saying I got a feel for it. Just throwing me off. No. Oh, you didn't move into the middle. Okay. Yeah, this might be where I end. Oh, come on! Oh, that was... That was weird. But still got further that time, at least. Alright, where are we at? We're a little over an hour on stream now. Tell you what, we'll do one more run. We'll do it starting at the other location. We'll try one of the other classes while we're at it. And then see whether or not we feel like continuing from there, I guess. Alright, which class do I want to try playing with this time? So there's close range ones. But the secondary still gives more damage from range. Well, gives a ranged attack if I can't get close to do a thing. That's primarily close range. And that's another ranged mage type thing. I'm inclined to try Assassin, I think, on this one. So I can be close when I can, and then fall back, and then I'm just using my secondary when I can't get close. So I don't need to worry about trying to do a weird rotation type thing. Yeah, let's go with you. What colours do we have? Got that, that, all of that. I see, that was blue hair on that one. I quite like that one, I think. My floof ball is less messy now. Small shimmering dark feather, hopefully not forcefully torn from someone's wing. It flutters when you place a debuff. Or the Book of Insights, book full of secret knowledge. It's a very dry read, so what's written is probably important. It pulses when the debuff you placed wears off. Let's go with you. Matches the colour scheme I've got at the moment. And I wanted to change up the... there's a hard mode now, okay. That changes which ones I can start with as well. So that's marks cleared. But I can pick... Oh, I can go straight to the Emerald Lakeside on normal. On the King's Arsenal on normal now. Okay. What's the other one I can go to? Is the Red Dark House. The story events on there. And presumably once you do all of them, then you get the final boss further. Anyways, let's start with the Emerald Lakeside on normal for this run, see how that goes. Alright. Well, it's fair. You don't need to be like hyper close to him at least. Alright, so that's... So generally I want to be behind the guys when I can, but otherwise just in general being... Okay, so it's only left and right for in front. Alright, okay, I can work with that. It's going to make things more challenging, but I can work with that. Here we go, alright. A lot of slowdown. Alright. And I've got to be careful when I get close there. All my attacks slow me down a bit. There we go. That one doesn't slow me a huge amount, but oh, my primary doesn't slow me down, it's... Okay, it's just backstab that slows me considerably, but it's got 2 charges on it, that's useful. What was my defense again? Disappearing until I use an attack. Well, that might be useful. Gotta keep that one in mind. Alright. Because I can only go left and right rather than up and down, I've got to keep that in mind as well. Special inflicts burn. Gains 8 extra gold at the end of each fight. Increase damage 3 times. I'm going to take 3 damage eventually, so I'm not worry about that. 18 seconds grants elegy to all allies for 8 seconds. Breaks if you take damage twice. How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to try for that. See how that plays out. Alright, next. Okay, I got I got clocked there. Okay, so one of those explodes and projects me, that's what it does, okay. There we go, alright. Getting a feel for that activity now. Leveling up a few times as well. Certainly ranged is easier, but you can just deal damage from anywhere, but presumably ranged does marginally less damage than the melee classes do. Where are we at? Alright, so that deals poison. Ooh. Yeah, it could be interesting. Every 10 seconds using your primary will give you smite for 8 seconds. Or the Book of Cheats. Your special will have random chaotic effects. Let's see. I think I'm going to go for you. So that will just add poison to enemies periodically, time to time. Oh. I'm kind of was trying my luck with that spacing slightly. Okay, they don't always face me as well, so I can get round behind them even when solo. That's useful to know also. And I've got my health back, okay. Don't know when that happened. Alright, into the Emerald Lakeside. Hello. Oh, you can talk. You're ready to talk again now, are you? Still at it, I see. Listen. If you've come to save the Moonlit Kingdom, your efforts are wasted. Some magic has gone awry. A powerful spell. It hasn't affected me, and it looks like you're fine too. But who knows how long that'll be the case. If you really got important business here, I guess I can help. For a price. Okay, so something. Like I said, something's messing with their minds, but I don't know what it is yet. I wonder if this is the same singer who did the song in one of the trailers. I believe they got a VTuber to do one of the songs in this, possibly more than just the one. I don't know the details, it wasn't someone I'd heard of previously, but I'm sure they're in the credits if we wanted to go look it up. Where are we at? So I won't worry about the potions for the environment, but let's see. Cooldown is longer and now slows movement on use. Damage and size are greatly increased. Only hits once. Huh. I see, because it was previously a double attack. It's 200 to 320. So it's damage over time on this now rather than just in general. Doesn't reset defensive. No longer has a global cooldown but gains a 6-second cooldown. Oof. Damage and number of hits are increased and no longer slows movement. It wasn't really slowing my movement a whole lot in the first place. Well, that might be handy. Gain Ghost for 3 seconds, breathe in vulnerability. How does that compare to what I've got at the moment? Disappear and evade attacks until you use an attack, increases damage by 30%. Increases damage by 60%. That could be handy, but also that might be a thought. I haven't been using my defensive a whole lot thus far. I've got 35, so I can't buy both of them. I'm gonna go with you, I think. Oh, I unlocked the Lake Shrine set. Stand still doing nothing at the Emerald Lakeside for 2 full minutes. Okay. Thing, is it okay? Oh! Oh, I like that transition. Oh, I love it when games do dynamic transitions for stuff. Okay, so I'm stuck close to this one. Ow! That was a hit. That was a hit. Okay. Getting a feel for what's needed on this one, at least. There we go. And then it transitions back to the instrumental music for the spot here. Oh, I love it when games do dynamic music like that it just seamlessly moves from one to the other. Alright. No new stuff here. It's another battle straight on, and I've got 2 hills. Yeah, this is probably where I'm gonna die. Oh, this is Sans and Papyrus. I had an oh, no, I'm dead. I completely lost sight of everything there. That was throwing me off. Yeah, I think I prefer, well, at least initially I prefer the ranged ones rather than needing to be positional for close melee stuff. But then I've also got to maintain the rotations on wizards, so I don't know yet. Let's have a look back at New Run, just to see what that stuff I picked up was. Whether or not I do another run tonight, I'm not sure yet. We'll see. That's close range, that's close range. Tell you what, we'll do one more run of Wizard on Emerald Lakeside, see how that comes out. What was the equipment set thing that I picked up? I didn't see it previously. It said a thing, but then maybe it just unlocks in the chests or something? It said something about next run, but I missed it. I was focusing on other bits. These ones I can just sort of stand wherever I want. But, alright, well let's give it a go, see how it plays out. Alright. Alright, I know how to fight you at least. Alright. There we go. So if I just keep using my primary until it goes bleep, and then so yeah, if I keep going until it goes bleep and then do the secondary and special. Perhaps not maximum optimal, but it'll do. Alright. And into the chest. What's in the chest? When you have a buff, movement speed increases slightly to damage, crits deal more damage instead of... Okay, or on pickup gain 30 gold. Let's see. I think you. I could just take gold if I wanted, I suppose, but I don't know. You're using this version of the attacks this time, okay. Rather than the messy one from before. The knockback's probably more relevant to the melee players, I have to imagine. You have to get back close again before they can attack, but I'm just sitting here shooting from wherever. I wonder if there's additional classes you can unlock. I saw some suggesting that maybe there was, but also none of the promotional material I've seen has had more than just those ones listed, so maybe it's just these, I don't know yet. But, well, we'll find out eventually if I happen to play well enough. Alright, what's in you? 50 damage to all enemies when your primary or secondary is used. Ooh. That's just plus 50 damage to all of my attacks. All your abilities and loot deal 25% more damage. Use your defense if it ends until the end of battle. Secondary has 40% chance of giving you haste for 5 seconds. Alright, what's my current things on there? So 25% damage would be 50, so plus 50 on there. That's going to be less. But then my special also gets increased, doesn't it? I'm going to go with you, I think. There we go, alright. Got to go through the tutorial missions each time just to make sure I haven't forgotten how to play the game since the last run, which honestly with some of the times I've been doing this that wouldn't be incredibly surprising, but I'm managing so far. I've cleared at least one of the stages, so that's a good start for the first day I've been playing it. Might play this type of game in my own time elsewhere perhaps, rather than just doing it on stream, because this is the type of thing that I can probably go and play on my own, and I don't need to worry too much about spoilers or anything like that. It's mostly just the runs of it. And also I can try out the online stuff and see how approachable that is before I humiliate myself on stream. You know, like, Pulp. You're an unfamiliar face. You don't need to stop everyone we see. We're just patrolling. How was your evening? Say, do you believe in miracles? Well, I've got things that do increase my luck apparently if I pick up the right item. So sure. Are you going to ask everyone we talk? Are you going to ask everyone we talk to that? I'm telling you, your good luck charm doesn't do anything. That's not true. Good things definitely happen more often when I'm holding it. Think of how lucky the mice have been recently. So I'm just trying to clean my Steam controller slightly. We used to get picked on by the wolves and the dragons, and then everyone started fighting. And then the new queen showed up. Now we're the ones rocking around and asking questions. Say, Miss Rabbit, what's your favourite food? Stop asking her unimportant things. We're patrolling to ensure the safety of mice around town. You don't seem to be a threat, for now. But stay out of the Church Mouse streets. If you start causing trouble there, our knights will deal with you in swift order. So there's a new queen. That's an important bit of lore, I think. Alright, what are we looking at? 5 gold. Each fight lasts until the next stage. So stage the current location, and then it's in each fight. I see. So I use these, and it presumably applies immediately because this is the first part of this stage. Oh, will last longer. Makes you harder to hit. Damage size is larger, but completely stops movements for a brief time when used. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, that's handy. Damage is reduced, but now hits 3 times. That's only a plus 20 damage on that one, though, mind you, in the end. Increased duration. Last longer. I think I am going to go for you. Do I want to get any of the potions now that I have a better idea of what they're doing? Let's see what you do. Alright. don't need to worry about the cooldown on the secondary just because I've still got my special that cools down on it. Alright, onwards. Time for lyrics. The mechanics might change here. Okay. Okay. So I need to be ready to move on this. So each character has a few possible movesets that they might utilize. That slowdown on my primary attack whilst trying to get past those is something I need to be cautious of. Get decked. Get decked? That's a new one. Get wrecked, get... well, stuff that is gonna get... Yeah, did a little bit better on that one than previously. Alright. Okay, yeah, I bottled some of the mechanics there, but I only took 1 damage total in the end. You can, like I said before, you can tell when I'm focusing because I go dead silent. Ah, I see. This is an interesting mechanic. I'm still looking at the bars at the bottom rather than on top. Still looking at the cooldowns on the bottom of the page rather than trying to... What are you? What are you? Okay, okay, that was a hit. Alright. Getting a feel for this, but okay, so those don't protect me if I'm in these, okay. Okay, that's, okay, I need to focus on this one. That was a slightly more complex attack. Regular Final Fantasy battles are not quite this mechanically complex. This is like full-on raid mode. I don't like that I've only got 1 health left. That's... oh! Oh, I was in the circle. Oh. Okay, so I need to be at the very most outside of the circle to avoid that. Okay. Alright. Okay, well, you know what? I think I am going to call it there for the time being. I'm enjoying this game. I'm not good at it yet. Certainly, I'm taking a lot of hits where I probably don't need to take hits. I mean, everything's avoidable, I'm sure, but I'm still getting to the point of working out the muscle memory and the necessary attack rotors. And like I said, I keep staring at the bottom of the screen for the cooldowns there, but there's ones next to the player character that are probably a better place to be looking at. But this type of thing does take a bit of practice to work out the intuition. Because when I first started playing Final Fantasy, you got to learn all the stuff, and then eventually you start to pick up, okay, so this indicator means this indicator means this. And then they start doing mean things like having just tells on the character's model, or the dialogue or something. You've got to pick it up from that, and you don't get enough of a danger puddle to dodge out of the way of beforehand. Like I said, most of the normal fights aren't this complex, and honestly, even the dungeon bosses trials and the dungeons are less complex than some of these fights. This is going into sort of higher level boss fight stuff, and I'm curious to see how the co-op mode stuff plays out. But that is something, like I said, that's something that I think I'll experiment with in private later, and then maybe I'll come back to a stream on this later. Speaking of schedule, I'm not going to promise to be doing another stream next week, because I definitely will not be able to do anything next week, because I'm busy that week. Week after, hopefully, I know I say this every single time I stream, but hopefully I'll be able to get back into a bit more of a schedule there, so maybe some of this, maybe I'll finally get around to doing that Pinball FX System Shock table that I was talking about previously. There's always people who seem to enjoy watching the Pinball FX videos on there. I think it's best when I know what I'm talking about, at least on some of those perhaps, but I've been keeping doing the real life pinball stuff on there, doing passably on it, but I wouldn't necessarily say I'm good at it just yet. Or in general, maybe just something that I can actually monologue about what I've been up to slightly, rather than this game that you really do need to focus on it sometimes. And I'm still working out where the balance on my streams go with how much do I want to talk, what's my style like. Because I could either be talking too much and I'm not playing the game, like I'm sitting on a menu, or I could just be not saying anything, and I don't know yet what necessarily works best in any given situation on those. But I'm figuring it out, and well, again, I know I've said it a dozen times, but hopefully this time I'll actually get back into more of a schedule. Starting June, there's a whole bunch of things coming up that might make that difficult, but we'll see how it goes. Because you got final DLC for Destiny 2 coming out. I'm going to be going hard on that for the first week to get the story done, and then the raid launches the first weekend, so we'll be doing some of that with the usual group. And partway through next week, the new Paper Mario, well, the old Paper Mario comes out, so I'm definitely buying that. Can't really stream Switch on any Switch games at the moment on stream, just because I don't have the necessary capture cards, but definitely going to enjoy playing that. There was something else that was coming out later in June, but I can't remember what it was. But either way, definitely no streams next week. The week after, hopefully we'll sure see how it goes. But either way, thank you very much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you'd like to see more. But one way or another, I hope you have a good evening. Bye.